Start it, eh?
Yes, sir.
Today's our respected chief guest, Wing Commander Mr. Anand Dubey and Mr. Corporal Air Force Mr. Sherin sir, and respected State Career Guidance and Adolescent Counseling Cell State Coordinator Dr. Azim sir, and district coordinators, joint coordinators, our educational district conveners, and dear teachers and students. നമുക്ക് ഇന്ന് ഈ ഒരു പ്രോഗ്രാമിൽ ഇന്ത്യൻ എയർഫോഴ്സിനെ കുറിച്ചും അതിലെ തൊഴിൽ സാധ്യതകളെ കുറിച്ചുമാണ് ഈ ഒരു സെഷൻ നടക്കുന്നത്. നമുക്കറിയാം, ഇന്ത്യൻ എയർഫോഴ്സിൽ വളരെയധികം രാജ്യത്തിന് സേവനം ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുന്ന, ഇന്ത്യയുടെ രാജ്യത്തെ സേവിക്കാൻ പറ്റുന്ന ഏറ്റവും നല്ല ഒരു അവസരമാണ് ഇന്ത്യൻ എയർഫോഴ്സിൽ നമുക്ക് ലഭിക്കുന്ന തൊഴിലവസരം. അതുപോലെ തന്നെ നമ്മുടെ വിദ്യാർത്ഥികൾ +2 കഴിഞ്ഞും SSLC കഴിഞ്ഞും ഒക്കെ ഉള്ള വിദ്യാർത്ഥികൾ എയർഫോഴ്സിൽ ഒരു ജോലി ലഭിക്കണമെന്ന് വളരെ ആഗ്രഹപൂർവം ശ്രമിക്കുന്ന, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ അതിനു വേണ്ടി ശ്രമിക്കുന്ന നല്ലൊരു വിഭാഗം വിദ്യാർത്ഥികൾ നമ്മുടെ മുമ്പിലുണ്ട്. പ്രത്യേകിച്ച് +2 കഴിഞ്ഞ് ടെക്നിക്കൽ കേഡറിലും അതേപോലെ എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗ് ബിടെക് കേഡറിലും അത് മറ്റ് വ്യത്യസ്ത മേഖലകളിൽ പഠിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്ന വിദ്യാർത്ഥികൾ എയർഫോഴ്സിൽ ഉദ്യോഗസ്ഥരാവാൻ വേണ്ടി ആഗ്രഹിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്ന, താല്പര്യം പ്രകടിപ്പിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്ന ഒരു കൂട്ടം വിദ്യാർത്ഥികളാണ്. അപ്പൊ അവർക്ക് എങ്ങനെയൊക്കെയാണ് ഇന്ത്യൻ എയർഫോഴ്സിലേക്ക് തൊഴിൽ പഠിക്കാനും അതേപോലെ ജോലിയിലും എത്തിപ്പെടാനുള്ള സാധ്യതകളെന്നും എന്തൊക്കെയാണ് അവസരങ്ങളെന്നും ആണ് ഇന്നത്തെ ഈ ഒരു സെഷനിൽ നമുക്ക് വിശദീകരിച്ച് തരുന്നത്. ഇന്നത്തെ ഈ ഒരു പ്രോഗ്രാമില് നമ്മുടെ ചീഫ് ഗസ്റ്റ് ആയിട്ട് വന്നിട്ടുള്ളത്, പ്രത്യേകിച്ച് കേരളത്തിലെ പിന്നെ സാധാരണക്കാരായ വിദ്യാർത്ഥികൾക്ക്, ഗ്രാമപ്രദേശങ്ങളിലുള്ള വിദ്യാർത്ഥികൾക്ക് എയർഫോഴ്സിനെ കുറിച്ചും അതിലെ തൊഴിൽ സാധ്യതകളെ കുറിച്ചും ഒക്കെ വിശദീകരിക്കുന്നതിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് ഇന്ന് നമുക്ക് ഇവിടെ എത്തിയിട്ടുള്ള നമ്മുടെ ചീഫ് ഗസ്റ്റ് വിംഗ് കമാൻഡർ മിസ്റ്റർ ആനന്ദ് ദുബെ എന്ന് പറയുന്ന വ്യക്തിയാണ്. അദ്ദേഹം കൊച്ചിയിലെ ഇന്ത്യൻ എയർഫോഴ്സ് ആസ്ഥാനത്ത് വിംഗ് കമാൻഡറായിട്ട് വർക്ക് ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുകയാണ്. 14 എയർമാൻ സെലക്ഷൻ സെന്ററിൽ കമാൻഡിംഗ് ഓഫീസറായിട്ട് 2021 മുതൽ അവിടുത്തെ കമാൻഡിംഗ് ഓഫീസറായിട്ട് എയർമാൻ സെലക്ഷൻ സെന്ററിലെ കമാൻഡിംഗ് ഓഫീസറായിട്ട് പ്രവർത്തിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്ന ഒരു മഹാ വ്യക്തിയാണ് ഇന്ന് നമുക്ക് ഇവിടെ സെഷൻ അവതരിപ്പിക്കുന്നത്. അതുപോലെ തന്നെ നമുക്ക് മറ്റൊരു പ്രധാന വ്യക്തിത്വം കോർപ്പറൽ ഷെറിൻ സാറാണ്. അദ്ദേഹം മലയാളിയാണ്. അതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ നിങ്ങളുടെ ചോദ്യങ്ങൾക്ക് ഒക്കെ ഉത്തരം പറയാൻ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് പിന്നെ അത് വിശദീകരിച്ചു തരാനും ഷെറിൻ സാറും നമ്മുടെ കൂടെ ഉണ്ടാവും. ദുബെ സാർ പ്രയാഗ്രാജില് ഉത്തർപ്രദേശുകാരനാണ്. അദ്ദേഹം മലയാളത്തിലായിരിക്കില്ല സംസാരിക്കുന്നത്, എങ്കിലും നമുക്ക് മനസ്സിലാവുന്ന രീതിയിൽ വളരെ വിശദമായിക്കൊണ്ട് കാര്യങ്ങൾ അദ്ദേഹം നമ്മുമായിട്ട് സംവദിക്കുന്നതാണ്. ഇന്നത്തെ നമ്മുടെ ചീഫ് ഗസ്റ്റ് വിംഗ് കമാൻഡർ മിസ്റ്റർ ആനന്ദ് ദുബെ സാർ 2004 മുതൽ ഇന്ത്യൻ എയർഫോഴ്സിൽ പ്രവർത്തിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുകയാണ്. അദ്ദേഹം ഫൈറ്റർ കൺട്രോളർ ആയിക്കൊണ്ടാണ് അവിടെ പ്രവർത്തിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നത്. മദ്രാസ് യൂണിവേഴ്സിറ്റിയിൽ നിന്ന് ഡിഗ്രിയും അതേപോലെ തന്നെ ഹ്യൂമൻ റിസോഴ്സ് മാനേജ്മെന്റിൽ PG ഡിപ്ലോമയും നേടിയിട്ടുള്ള ഇന്ത്യൻ എയർഫോഴ്സിന്റെ അഭിമാനമായിട്ടുള്ള വ്യക്തിത്വം കൂടിയാണ്. നമ്മുടെ കൊച്ചിയിൽ അദ്ദേഹം പ്രവർത്തിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നത്. അദ്ദേഹത്തെ വിംഗ് കമാൻഡർ ആയിട്ടുള്ള മിസ്റ്റർ ആനന്ദ് ദുബെ സാറെ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എല്ലാവർക്കും വേണ്ടി ഈ പരിപാടിയിലേക്ക് ഹാർദവമായി സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യുന്നു. ഐ വെൽക്കം മിസ്റ്റർ Wing Commander Mr. Anand Dubey in this for this program. Then അതുപോലെ തന്നെ നമ്മുടെ ഈ ഒരു പ്രോഗ്രാമില് നമ്മളുമായിട്ട് സംസാരിക്കുന്നത് കോർപ്പറലായിട്ടുള്ള ഷെറിൻ സാറാണ്. അദ്ദേഹത്തെയും ഈ പരിപാടിയിലേക്ക് ഹാർദവമായി സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യുന്നു. ഈ പ്രോഗ്രാമിൽ പങ്കെടുക്കുന്ന ധാരാളം വിദ്യാർത്ഥികള് സൂമിലും അതേപോലെ തന്നെ ഇത് യൂട്യൂബിൽ അവൈലബിൾ ആയതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ ഇപ്പോ അവര് കേൾക്കുന്നില്ലെങ്കിലും പിന്നീട് അവർക്ക് കേൾക്കാൻ പറ്റുന്ന രീതിയിൽ ഈ പ്രോഗ്രാം അറേഞ്ച് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. അതുകൊണ്ട് പിന്നീടും ഈ പ്രോഗ്രാം അവർക്ക് കാണാൻ പറ്റുന്ന രീതിയിലാണ് നമ്മൾ സംവിധാനിച്ചിട്ടുള്ളത് എന്നതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ ധാരാളം വിദ്യാർത്ഥികൾക്ക് ഇത് പ്രയോജനപ്പെടും. ഈ പരിപാടിയിൽ പങ്കെടുത്തുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്ന എല്ലാ അധ്യാപകർക്കും അതേപോലെ തന്നെ നമ്മുടെ കരിയർ ഗൈഡൻസ് ആൻഡ് അഡോളസന്റ് കൗൺസിലിംഗ് സെല്ലിന്റെ സ്റ്റേറ്റ് കോർഡിനേറ്റർ ഡോക്ടർ അസീം സാർ, മലപ്പുറം ജില്ലാ കോർഡിനേറ്റർ ആയിട്ടുള്ള അനിൽകുമാർ സാർ, മിനി ജോസഫ് ടീച്ചർ, പ്രിയ സഹപ്രവർത്തകർ, വിദ്യാർത്ഥികൾ എല്ലാവരെയും ഈ പരിപാടിയിലേക്ക് ഹാർദവമായി സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യുന്നു. I invite Mr. Anand Dubey sir for deliver speech. Thank you, sir.
Check 1 2, check 1 2. Mr. Kabir, can you read me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Clear.
Okay. First of all, Mr. Kabir, thanks to you for saying good words about us. And on behalf of me and my team here at 14 Airmen Selection Center, Kakanad, Kochi, I first of all thanks to the government of Kerala to provide us this forum to motivate the youth of Kerala about the Indian Air Force at large, and also guide them about this wonderful career opportunity which is available in Indian Air Force. So I must tell you, may I request all of you to mute your mics first, and initially it will be a one-way communication with you, and thereafter it will be a interactive session where we will take on any questions, any doubts or any queries if you have. I believe the crowd listening to me right now is a mix of crowd of both girls and boys. The opportunities exist in for both girls and boys in Indian Air Force, and with my presentation I'm sure you will come to know about what all the opportunities available, what are the avenues, what are the education qualification, physical requirements, the medical requirements. All the doubts will be very clear to you, and in case even after the presentation if you have any doubts, we will be very happy to clear you. So here self, that is Wing Commander Anand Dubey, I am the commanding officer of 14 Airmen Selection Center, along with my colleague Corporal Sherin. We will be Corporal Sherin is, by the way, is a Malayali air warrior, and in case if you are having any doubt which you are not able to clear in English, you can speak in Malayalam and Corporal Sherin will be very happy to clear your doubts. So here me and my team of 14 Airmen Selection Center, complete team is present, and we will be very happy to motivate you and guide you towards joining the Indian Air Force. Now I will share my screen with you. Okay, the motto of Indian Air Force is to touch the sky with glory, and we are here to guide you and groom you towards a great employment and a bright future. Now before I start, I would play a video. I'm sure you will like it.
General Salute! Salamat! Shot!
we are, defiant of challenges, old and new. Such up, we have always been, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We train to fight, combat ready to attack each objective, always on a mission mode. We believe in mission, integrity, and excellence. We are the air warriors, protectors of our nation. Respected for the valor, sacrifice, and dedication beyond the call of duty, the Indian Air Force is the 4th largest air force in the world.
So students, I'm sure you must have liked this video. This would have given you a glimpse of what is the kind of life in Indian Air Force and why Indian Air Force is there. Now, the mission of Indian Air Force is to prepare for war and to deter it. I will take you in a brief history of Indian Air Force. Indian Air Force was born on 8th of October 1932, and the number 1 squadron was born at Karachi, which is now in Pakistan. Initially, when the Indian Air Force was born, there were only 4 aeroplanes, there were 5 pilots and 9 technicians. Indian Air Force is one of the finest air forces in the world. It is the 4th largest, and best and most advanced technologies are there in Indian Air Force in the world. Indian Air Force is also called as the guardians of the skies. We guard against external aggression from the air, extend support to Army and Navy, and also to the government authorities in times of crisis. I'm sure you must now remember the floods which were there in Kerala in 2020. In those floods, Indian Air Force had played a pivotal role, and due to the yeoman services provided by Indian Air Force, a lot of lives of Keralites could be saved. Now, Indian Air Force is a secular force because we do not have any distinction of any race, religion, region, or social status. It gives you a liberal education, specialized training, opportunity to travel whole of the country and abroad also. Now coming to what is the role of Indian Air Force. Indian Air Force role is to provide air defense to the skies of the nation with attack helicopters, with carrying out offensive operations, aid to civil authorities, military logistics are there, casualty evacuation is also one of the roles, and transportation of men and material from one place to another. A brief glimpse of what all fighters does Indian Air Force has. It has, as you can see on your screen, Mirage 2000, MiG-29, Jaguar, LCA, Sukhoi 30, MiG-21, and Rafale, which is the latest and newest induction into the Indian Air Force. I'm sure you must have heard of these names. Now coming to the transport aircrafts, we have AN-32, Dornier, C-17, IL-76, Charlie 130, and IL-78. In the helicopter fleet, we have Cheetah, Mi-26, Chetak, Mi-17, Mi-35, Apache, and Chinook helicopters. We also have the aerobatics teams, which carries out displays at prominent locations and major places in the country. We provide air surveillance, that is, we have unmanned aerial vehicles which are named Heron, and we also have AWACS. We also carry out joint operations with Army and Navy. These are the few pics of the floods in Kerala. Air Force provides aid to the civil authorities. Kerala floods, the operation in Indian Air Force was called as Operation Karuna. These are the few pictures of this operation. Air Force operates in all the kinds of terrain, be it deciduous forests, mountains, desert terrain, or sea. Now coming to the career prospects. What are the career prospects? How can you join? Which all prospects are available in Indian Air Force? There are two modes of entries into Indian Air Force. One, you can join as an airman. Second, you can join as an officer. So first we will cover how can you join Indian Air Force as an airman. Nationality required is Indian or Nepalese. There are two groups of trades, and mind you, right now airman entries open only for the male candidates. That is only for boys. So there are two trades in Indian Air Force, that is X group and Y group. X group consists of technical trades and education instructors, and Y group consists of non-technical trades. Coming to technical trades, Group X, age requirement is 17 to 21 years. Students, I would request to note it down, the information, the complete information, and I will share with you the websites, the Air Force app which is available. But right now you can note down this information for yourself, for your friends, for your family members, any relatives, anyone. So coming to the technical trades, Group X, age requirement is 17 to 21 years. You should have passed intermediate 10+2 or equivalent examination with maths, physics, and English with minimum of 50% marks in aggregate and 50% marks in English, or 3 years diploma in engineering, mechanical, electrical, electronics, automobile, computer science, and instrumentation technology from a government recognized polytechnic institute with 50% marks in aggregate and 50% marks in English in diploma, or in intermediate or matriculation if English is not a subject in diploma. So the basic premise is the basic requirement of 50% marks in English. Now coming to Group X trade, education instructor, the age requirement is 20 to 25 years. You should be a graduate in arts, commerce, or science with B.Ed degree or 2 years teaching experience in a government recognized school or college with a minimum of 50% marks in aggregate in graduation as well as B.Ed. Or in case if you are a postgraduate, the age requirement is 20 to 28 years. And you should have passed MA English or MSc in Maths, Physics, Computer Science, or MCA with B.Ed degree or 2 years teaching experience in a government recognized school or college. Now coming to the Group Y, that is the non-technical trades. The age requirement is again the same, 17 to 21 years. You should have passed intermediate or 10+2 or equivalent with minimum aggregate score of 50% and 50% marks in English. Or you should have passed 2 years vocational course affiliated, recognized by CBSE, state education boards, councils duly recognized at par with 10+2 by AIU, with minimum 50% marks in aggregate and 50% marks in English in vocational course or in intermediate or matriculation if English is not a subject in vocational course. Now the next question is how to apply. There will be an all India test. You should regularly see the employment news, Rozgar Samachar, local or national newspapers and apply for this exam that is called as online testing, and the name is STAR, that is Scheduled Testing for Airmen Recruits, on the website. Please note down these websites. The detailed information about what I have already said is available on these websites. Please note down www.airmanselection.cdac.in and www.careerindianairforce.cdac.in. Indian Air Force also has an application, My IAF app, which is available on Google Play Store. Now coming to the what are the procedure for your selection. First phase, as I have already covered for you, will be an online test. So phase 1 will be online testing. In Kerala, there are around 15 centers all across the Kerala, and you can apply for this online test as per the center of your choice. If you pass the online test, for which in case if you have any doubts about the syllabus, you can always contact us. We will guide you about the syllabus for this exam. However, the basic syllabus requirement is the syllabus of class 10th, 11th and 12th. In case if you study it properly, automatically you are preparing for the Indian Air Force exam. However, in case if you still have any doubts, we will give you the syllabus. Please contact us. So phase 1 testing is online testing. Once you pass this test, you will be clear to come for the phase 2 testing. Phase 2 testing is conducted here at my unit, that is 14 Airmen Selection Center at Kakkanad, Kochi, Ernakulam. Here we conduct phase 2 testing for you. So once you pass the phase 1 test, you clear for phase 2 testing, and phase 2 testing comprises of physical fitness test 1 and 2, adaptability test 1 and adaptability test 2. Once you complete all these tests, for the details of which I shall be covering for you in the subsequent slides, once you pass the phase 2 test, then you are clear to go through the medical examination. And once you clear the medical examination, you are fit to join the Indian Air Force. Now coming back to the online testing. For Group X technical trades, the online testing will comprise of objective type questions only. There will be 20 questions on English, 25 questions on physics, and 25 questions on mathematics. The total time duration for the examination will be 1 hour. For the Group X education instructor trade, the questions composition will be objective type of English and general awareness of 30 minutes, total questions 40. There will also be a subjective type test which will comprise of English essay writing and précis writing. The total time duration for this test will be given 45 minutes and it will be of 35 marks. Now coming to the online testing for Group Y, that is the non-technical trade. It will comprise of 20 questions on English and 30 questions on RAGA, that is regional and general awareness. Total time duration for this test will be 45 minutes. Now, once you pass this phase 1 testing, that is the online testing, as I have already covered for you, you will be called for testing here at 14 ASC Kochi, and you will be put through the first test will be physical fitness test. The requirement of this is 1.6 kilometers run, which needs to be completed in 6 minutes 30 seconds. So the candidates who are aspiring to join Indian Air Force, you are requested to note this down and try preparing for this test. 1.6 kilometers run to be completed in 6 minutes 30 seconds. Now once you pass physical fitness test 2, you are put through to PFT2, that is physical fitness test 2. It will comprise of 10 push-ups, 10 sit-ups, 20 squats, and 1 minute time will be given for each set. Now once you pass the physical fitness test 2, you are cleared for adaptability test 1. Adaptability test 1 is basically a written test. For both Group X and Y, there will be certain situation-based multiple choice questions. Total questions 45 and the time duration will be 30 minutes for this question. And please mind it that answering all the questions in this test is compulsory. Situation-based questions, just to clarify to you, will be like, say for example, you are crossing a jungle and there is a snake crossing in front of you. What will you do? So based on your situation, we will find out whether you are psychologically or mentally fit to join the Indian Air Force or not. So that is why answering all the questions in this test is compulsory. Now, once you pass the AT test 1, adaptability test 1, you are cleared for adaptability test 2. It is basically a group discussion test. As you can see in the picture also, in this test, there will be initially a passage reading, which will make us find out whether you have the comprehension skill through English passage reading, and your skills on communication skill, reasoning ability, social adjustment, sense of responsibility, and determination. These characters are the basic requirement for a soldier to join Indian Air Force. So we will be checking through these tests whether these qualities are there in you or not. Once you pass this AT test 2, you are put through to further test. And for the cadet candidates or the students who are NCC cadets, please note this down that if you have a NCC A certificate, you get additional bonus 3 marks to you. And in case if you have a B certificate, 4 marks, C certificate will fetch you 5 marks additional or bonus to you. Now, once you pass all these tests, you are cleared for the medical examination. and medical examinations will be carried out as per the IAF standards, and the basic medical examination will be carried out like height, weight, chest expansion, your normal BP, eyesight, hearing test and all. Normal basic medicals will be carried out for you. These are some pictures which will show to you the glimpses of life once you join Indian Air Force. These are the life which is there in Indian Air Force. These pictures depict to you once the life during the training in Indian Air Force. These are the pictures of the classrooms in Indian Air Force. Again, in the first picture, you can see the cadets are being, the trainees are being trained on the technical aspects, that is on the aircraft. On the right side, topmost right picture, you can see that training on the shooting simulator, firing simulator is going on. And in the down below two photographs, there are physical requirements also to be met. So PT and games are also compulsory during training. Certain more glimpses of life in Indian Air Force, like PT and parade. And the bottom right picture, you can see it's not only work, it's also fun here. So lot of musical evenings and programs and social cultural programs are also conducted in Indian Air Force. You can be a part of it in case if you like. These are the living places of a trainee in Indian Air Force. These places are called as billets. Inside the billets, inside one of the billets. Now, once you complete your medical successfully, and thereafter you are called up for training. And once you complete your training successfully, you join Indian Air Force. The first rank is Aircraftsman, AC. And you rise up the ladder thereafter, and you can rise up to Master Warrant Officer. And few deserving candidates who do well in this service, they also get the rank of Honorary Flying Officer or Honorary Flight Lieutenant. Now, what pay and allowances? This is the most important slide. I'm sure you must be waiting for it. What are the pay and allowances which you get? Now, from the first day, as soon as you join Indian Air Force, your full salary starts. However, during training period, you are not given your full salary. It is getting accrued, and you are given a stipend. That stipend is equivalent to rupees 14,600 per month. And after you successfully complete your training, the complete arrears, which are the leftover money of your salary, will be given to you. It will come notionally to about 2 to 3 lakhs. Now, after training, the gross salary for a Group X tradesman, that is the technical tradesman, will be approximately rupees 50,000. And for Group Y, that is non-technical tradesman, will be approximately rupees 43,000. Now, students, can any one of you identify this aircraft? If you can identify, please put it in the message. I'm sure you must be knowing this. Okay, I'll give you a hint. It is the latest induction in Indian Air Force. I'm sorry, it is Sukhoi 30 MKI, and this is one of the state-of-the-art aircraft of the Indian Air Force, which has even given hard times to the F-16 of Pakistan. Now, coming to apart from the salary, there are so many allowances which you get, which comprises of the dearness allowance, which is as per the existing government rules, it is as of now 33%. There will be free ration. It is one of the rare perks which you get anywhere. There will be free ration all through your life. For your uniform and kitting, there will be composite personal maintenance allowance. To go from your home to the office place, you will get transport allowance. Once, if you get posted from one place to another, there will be a transfer grant on posting. In case if you are posted to a field area or high altitude area, you will get field area allowance. There will be free accommodation all through your life once you join Indian Air Force. Till the time you retire from Indian Air Force, there will be free clothing. And again, one special privilege which you get, that is free medical cover for yourself and family and dependents. Even after retirement, you get this medical cover. You get sufficient leave of 60 days annual and 30 days casual. Apart from leave, you also get leave travel concessions to go to your home place. There is provision of provident fund. Group insurance scheme is also there. Easy loan facilities are available. Canteen facilities in which you get products at much cheaper rate than outside market. There are Airforce schools and KV schools for your children almost everywhere in the country. Airforce is not only work, as I've already covered, we also do carry out a lot of adventure activities. So the students or the person who are of adventurous bent of mind, the Airforce is a wonderful place for you. We have a lot of adventurous activities going on. So you can also be part of one of these teams who are carrying out the adventurous activities all across the country and also in various parts of the world. Now, after retirement also, there are a lot of privileges and perks like pension and gratuity, continuation of the medical and canteen facilities, post-retirement insurance cover, and scope for the second career after retirement. Can any one of you identify this aircraft? If you can identify, type in the message. I can see some of you answering it. Give it a try. Okay, I'll tell you. This is Rafale aircraft. It was in the news in the recent times. You must be knowing about it. Now, as far as the entry as an airman, I have completed. In case if you have any questions, I will take on after this presentation. Now I will cover for you how can you join as an officer. And mind you, this entry is available for both boys and girls, that is both male and female. So the types of entries as shown on the slide, these are the various types of entries to join as an officer. There are two types of examinations, NDA and CDSC, which are conducted by the Union Public Service Commission, that is UPSC, which conducts NDA and CDSC examinations. I will cover in detail in the subsequent slides. The second type of entry is called as AFCAT, that is Air Force Common Admission Test. Third one is meteorology. Another entry is the NCC special entry. In case if you're doing good in NCC, you are an NCC cadet, you have NCC C certificate, then you can join Indian Air Force in the NCC special entry. Details I will cover in the subsequent slide. In case if you have joined as an airman, there is avenue for you to become an officer in Indian Air Force. So in case if you have joined as an airman, this last scheme which I have told you, it is called as SEC, Service Entry Commission. You can become an officer in Indian Air Force. Now there are two types of commission in IA, permanent commission and short service. Permanent commission, you serve up to 54 years or 57 years of your service, of your age. And for short service commission, initially the bond is for 10 years, and thereafter, in case if you are willing and found fit to continue in Indian Air Force, you can be converted to a permanent commission. These are the three types of branches which are there in Indian Air Force: flying branch, ground duties non-technical branch, and ground duties technical branch. Now flying branch consists of fighter stream, transport stream, and helicopter stream. So basically you can become a fighter pilot, transport pilot, or a helicopter pilot. Now coming to the ground duties technical branch. In case if you are an engineer, you join Indian Air Force, you can be part of us and become an aeronautical electronics engineer or aeronauticals mechanical engineer. Now coming to the ground duties non-technical branch. Non-technical branch consists of administration, education, logistics, meteorology, and accounts. Now we'll cover for you the eligibility criteria for the flying branch. For the flying branch, there are various types of entries. First, start with the National Defense Academy, that is NDA, which is for which the qualification requirement is 10+2 with physics and maths. The age requirement is 16 and a half to 19 and a half of 19 and a half years. The advertisements are generally given in the month of Jan and June. Now, the second type of entry, in case if you are a graduate of any normal graduate or a BE or BTech with physics and maths at 10+2, you can join Indian Air Force through CDSC, that is Combined Defense Services Examination. The age requirement is 20 to 24, and the advertisements are generally given in the month of August and November. Now, as I've already covered for you, there is a NCC special entry also. In case if you have NCC Air Wing Senior Division C certificate and you are a graduate or BE or BTech with minimum 60% marks with physics and maths at 10+2, you can join Indian Air Force through NCC special entry. The advertisement for this type of entry is generally given in the month of June and December. Now, the next type of entry is called as AFCAT, Air Force Common Admission Test. The requirement for this is any graduate with minimum 60% marks having physics and maths at 10+2 or BE or BTech. This is open both for men and women, and the age requirement is 20 to 26 years. Advertisements are generally given in the month of June and December. Now, coming to the ground duties technical branch, AEL, that is Aeronautical Engineer Electronics. The age requirement is between 20 to 26 years. Qualification is minimum 60% marks each in physics and maths at 10+2 level and 4 years graduation or post-graduation in engineering technology with 60% marks or equivalent as per the advertisement. And for the Aeronautical Engineering Mechanical branch also, the requirement is same. Now, for ground duties non-technical branch, that is admin and logistics, accounts and education, the age requirement is same, that is 20 to 26 years. For admin and logistics, the qualification requirement is 60% marks in graduation. For accounts, you should have 60% marks in BCom. For education branch, you should be a postgraduate with 50% marks and 60% marks in graduation. For the meteorology branch, you should be between 20 to 26 years of age and postgraduate degree in any of the science stream, maths, statistics, geography, computer application, environmental science, applied physics, oceanography, meteorology, agricultural, meteorology, ecology, and environment geophysics, environment biology with minimum 50% marks in aggregate of all papers put together, provided maths and physics were studied at graduation level with minimum of 55% marks in both. Now, what is the selection procedure? The advertisements are released and exam is conducted by the UPSC for NDA and CDSC for the flying branch. For flying branch, Short Service Commission, SSC, technical and ground duties branch through AFCAT, that is Air Force Common Admission Test, the examinations is conducted at large number of centers all across India. Successful candidates are to appear through a Air Force Selection Board. I'm sure most of you would have heard of the Services Selection Board, that is the SSB. The SSB in parlance to the Air Force is called as AFSB. These are the some pictures of the selection procedure or the selection test which are going on in one of the SSBs. SSBs are aimed at assessing the personality by scientifically designed and time-tested process of selection. There are various phases of these tests. In phase 1, intelligence test and PP and DT, picture perception and description test is carried out. In phase 2, psychological test, group testing and interviews carried out. Thereafter, there will be a board conference, and for flying branch candidates only, there will be a pilot aptitude test. This is a brief overview of these tests and the interviews. Once you pass all these stages and you are cleared for through SSB, you are called up for the medical examination. And once you pass the medical examination, you are called up for training. How to apply for these tests? You have to regularly see the employment newspaper, Rozgar Samachar. There are advertisements given in the local and national newspaper, and you can also apply online on the websites. Website details I will be telling you in the later on slides. Please note down the website for this is www.careerindianairforce.cdag.in. We also have an application, My IAF app, which is available on Google Play Store. Now, once you pass the medical test and you complete your training successfully, you join the Indian Air Force as an officer. The first rank given to you is flying officer. Then, step by step, you rise up the ladder and you can rise up to Air Chief Marshal. Now, can any one of you identify this aircraft? If you can identify, put it in the chat box. Okay, no worries. I will tell you the answer. And the answer is, it is a Chinook. Now, coming to the most important slide, I'm sure you must be waiting for this slide. It is the pay. How much pay an officer gets once you successfully complete the training. Flight cadets, that is during the training period, the nomenclature, you are called as flight cadets. You would receive a stipend of 56,100 per month. Once you successfully complete your training and you become a flying officer, you would receive an approximate salary of rupees 60,000 to 80,000 per month. Apart from the salary, you get a lot of other allowances as per your branch, your location of posting, like flying allowances, technical allowance, field area allowance, special forces allowance, Siachen allowance, island special duty allowance, test pilot and flight test, engineer allowance, hard area allowance, remote locality allowance. And apart from these allowances, you get a lot of perks also, like furnished accommodation, free medical cover for self and dependent, CSD facilities, that is the canteen facilities, leave travel concession and special rail concession for self and dependents. There will be easy loan facilities available to you. Sufficient amount of leave is given to you. Study leave option is also there. Schooling facilities for your wards in terms of Kendriya Vidyalaya and Air Force schools is available. Option for higher education and life insurance cover is available. Now, even after you retire from service, you get a lot of perks and privileges. And these are like pension and gratuity. Pension, mind you, boys and girls, it is available right now only for the defense forces in the country. Nowhere else this pension is available. So even after you retire, your life is covered, secured. You get pension all through your life till your death. Continuation of the medical cover and the canteen facilities. Post-retirement insurance cover is also there. Scope for the second career after retirement is always there. Now, coming to let you be an officer or an airman. What is the type of life which you get? That is, what is Indian Air Force gives you if you are an airman or if you are an officer, whatever. The quality, Indian Air Force gives you quality of life. It gives you social status, respect, and esteem of your countrymen. Challenge, adventure, excitement, honor, prestige, self-respect, safety and security for self and family. You get best of the facilities, be it recreation, sports, medical, education, and institutes. And not the last, but you get lifetime relations to build once you are in Indian Air Force. Indian Air Force also give you a lot of values, and these values are loyalty, duty, respect, service, honor, integrity, courage, and discipline. You live with these values every day in everything you do, whether you are on job or off job. IAF is a life larger than life. I'll play another video for you. Please watch this video carefully.
On its 89th anniversary, IAF is also a part of the celebrations towards Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav and Swarnim Vijay Varsh. With the advent of more Tejas and induction of S-400 missile system, the IAF is even more lethal and gives pause to any enemy. A new India faces a new world, and the Indian Air Force is determined to safeguard its boundaries and interests. Our air warriors selflessly fly into the blue yonder, only to stand in harm's way to strike fear in those with malicious intent. To give a message loud and clear to the world, the Indian Air Force is Atmanirbhar and Saksham to take on any challenge or threat on mission mode. Jai Hind!
So you have seen that Indian Air Force is ready to take on any challenge, be it an internal aggression or external. And once you desire or join the Indian Air Force, you aspire to join the Indian Air Force, you also become part of it, and you also be proud of being an Indian Air Force personnel. There are other ways also to connect to us. We also have a Facebook page. You can note down these in case if you're interested. We are available on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. We also have a mobile game, IAF Akka Tabao. And there is also a mobile application available, that is My IAF. Now we are open to any questions if you have. I will take on questions one by one.
കുട്ടികൾക്ക് അൺമ്യൂട്ട് ചെയ്തിട്ട് സാറിനോട് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ചോദിക്കാവുന്നതാണ്.
Sir.
Okay, ചോദിച്ചോ.
Yes.
A good presentation. Salute, sir. You are great position in the armed forces. What is the message to be given to the new generation who want to join the armed force? Sir, please.
Okay, taking opportunity of the platform which you have provided to me and my team here, I must tell the youth of Kerala that Air Force, the employment and the career is a wonderful opportunity which you must take. Indian Air Force is a wonderful career. In fact, it is not only a career or aspiration, it is a way of life. Once you join the Indian Air Force, the life is full of adventure, and it is full of life. In fact, I must say like that. And why we are carrying out programs like this, because what we have generally found that this awareness about this employment opportunity is not available to the youth of Kerala. That is why we are carrying out these type of programs for you, and to motivate you and to make you aware of this wonderful career opportunity. So my message to you is that Indian Air Force is a wonderful career and a wonderful way of life. You must make up your mind and aspire to join Indian Air Force, whether as an airman or as an officer. It's your choice.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
In case if you are finding it difficult to put your question in English, you can also ask me question in Malayalam. My colleague is here, Corporal Sherin, who will reply to you in Malayalam.
Good evening, sir. Sir.
Yes, good evening. Please tell me.
Sir, how to join as LDC clerk in Indian Air Force?
I didn't get your question. How to join as?
LDC clerk in Indian Air Force.
Repeat. Please
Lower
repeat.
Division Clerk, LDC.
LDC.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Did you say LDC? Lower
Yes,
Divisional
sir.
Clerk.
LDC.
Okay. I must make it clear to you, LDC are there in Indian Air Force, but they are not the uniformed personnel. They are the defense civilians. So right now we are not no, covering for that part. Indian Air Force do have defense civilians, but there is a special different entry for it. You will not become a uniformed personnel. You will join as a civilian. The various privileges, perks, and allowances which I have covered for you will not be available to you if you join as a civilian to Indian Air Force.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Sir, may I?
Yes, please ask. What is your
Sir,
name?
Helena Frankson of 10th. Sir, is that important to get a 12th science to join as a fighter pilot?
Yes. In case if you want to become a pilot in Indian Air Force, 10+2 with physics and maths is a compulsory requirement. Okay,
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Please tell me.
Sir, I'm a student who had finished my plus two exams, and I am unaware which course shall I take to join Indian Defence Force.
Okay, what is your name?
Evanes.
Ebenes, what is your question? Please repeat.
Sir, I have finished my plus two examination right now, and I am unable. Yes, I was doing my science. I was in science stream.
Okay, and you aspire to join IF?
And my dream is to join Indian Defence Force. Which course shall I take?
Okay, excellent. See, I must tell you that you have already covered your plus two. You must first join any of the graduation level courses so that you do not lose any of your years of studies. And thereafter, in case if you want to become an airman in Indian Air Force, there will be right now no vacancies. I mean, there is no advertisement as of now, but very soon there will be some advertisement for plus two level. The websites which I have told you, go through these websites regularly. They go through the newspapers or the employment news regularly. If you when you see the vacancies available, advertisement available, apply for it, and you can become an airman in Indian Air Force. Pursue your graduation. In case you do not get selected, complete your graduation. Even after that, a lot of opportunities exist to join the Indian Air Force.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sir, please explain which are the ways to become pilot in Air Force.
Okay, see, though I have already covered for you. Okay, I'll go back to the slide once again. There are various modes of entry to become a pilot in Indian Air Force. First, yeah, can you see this slide?
No, sir.
Can you see this slide?
Yes, sir.
Who would ask this question? Please tell your name. Hello. Who would ask this question? Please tell your name.
Sir, Abdul Majid.
Okay, Abdul, can you see this slide which is there on the screen?
No, sir. No, sir. Can't see.
Okay, then just note down for becoming for joining in the flying branch of Indian Air Force, that is to become a pilot, there are various modes of entry. One is available immediately after 10+2. You should be a 10+2 with physics and maths, and the age should be between 16.5 to 19.5. You can join through National Defense Academy. Okay, Abdul, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what is your qualification?
Sir, I'm a teacher. Students frequently asking these questions.
Okay, okay. Fine. Okay, I got it. Okay. For the students, if you are a graduate, so in case if you are a graduate and with graduate or BE or BTech with physics and maths at 10+2, the age requirement is 20 to 24. then you can apply for the Combined Defense Services Examination. That is also one way to join the Indian Air Force and become a pilot. And in case if you are a NCC Air Wing Senior Division C certificate, and also apart from that, you also have any graduate degree with BE or BTech with minimum 60% marks with physics and maths at 10+2. So you can join through the NCC special entry. Apart from it, there is also one more entry available, that is AFCAT, Air Force Common Admission Test, for which the requirement is any graduate with minimum 60% marks having physics and maths at 10+2. So you can see that the basic requirement to join Indian Air Force in the flying branch, that is to become a pilot, is the basic requirement is 10+2 with physics and maths. And thereafter, further, if you are a graduate and the age is between 20 to 26, you can join through the Air Force Common Admission Test. All these details are available on the websites which I have already told you.
Okay, thank you, sir. One more question, sir.
Yes.
I think airman is like a soldier in army. Is it, sir?
Yes, correct.
What are the promotion post of an airman, sir?
Yeah. See, I have already told you the rank structure. The moment you complete your training successfully, you join as an aircraftsman or a leading aircraftsman, that is LAC. And thereafter, as per the service norms, you clear certain exams and the some qualification or the number of years of service criteria, you match, complete those criteria, and then you pick up the next promotion. There are certain exams which are also to be covered. So once you match and clear all those criteria, you take up the next promotion. And the promotion aspects are good in Indian Air Force. Unlike Army, where a person retires in case if he doesn't get a promotion, in Air Force, even if you are not promoted to the next rank, you serve minimum up to 54 years of age.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Any more questions?
Hello, sir.
Yes, tell me, what is your name?
My name is Ardra. What are the physical requirements for girls to join the Indian Air Force?
Okay, physical requirements, you mean to say the medical requirements or the physical, basically the running aspects that you are asking? Physical fitness requirements?
Yes.
Okay, so see, the basic minimum requirements are to be met in SSB, and which are very basic, very basic. It is also, I mean, the completion of 1.6 kilometers in certain number of time, that is also not required. Certain, you should be a physically fit girl, that is all is required, that is all, and you will be able to very easily meet the requirements of a services selection board. There is no other physical tests carried out apart from SSB. In case if you have any doubts, please do not keep in your mind. You can always ask. Let it
Hello,
be.
sir.
Yes.
How to join as Garud Commandos in Air Force?
You are asking, did you say Garud Commandos?
Yes, sir, Garud Commandos. Special command.
Okay, fine. See, there are two types of entry, there are two modes by which you can become a Garud Commando. One is you can join and in any trade and you volunteer for the Garud Commando, then you are selected. In case if you complete the physical requirements and the medical requirements for that, you meet those requirements, you complete, you get selected, and you go for training for a Garud Commando. And apart from it, there are also special recruitment for that, special rally carried out, in which there are certain tests which are carried out, and once you clear those tests, you can join as a Garud Commando in Indian Air Force. So these are the two modes of entry.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, could you help? Sir, can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Please tell me, what is your name?
Sir, I'm a teacher. I'm asking for my students.
Yeah, please, ma'am. Please ask.
My name is Sabija. I'm from Trivandrum.
Okay.
I would like to know how far students who are girl students who have completed this in science stream, how far, what are the career opportunities for them in Indian Air Force?
Okay. For as I've already covered, the girls, be it, I mean, whether you are a science student or you are a normal arts or commerce students, there are career opportunities available for girls. And right now, a lot of girls, lot of women officers are already there in Indian Air Force. So as you have specifically asked for the science students, you can aspire to become pilot in Indian Air Force. You can be a fighter pilot, be a transport or helicopter pilot. And if you do not want to become a pilot, you can join in the ground duty stream. In case if you are a technical graduate, that is, if you have completed your engineering, you can join in the engineering branch as technical officers, the engineering branch officers of the Indian Air Force. And also there are opportunities available, and you can join Indian Air Force in the non-technical branch, that is administration, logistics, accounts, meteorology. So for girls specifically, as you have asked, ma'am, I will tell you, there are two modes of entry. In case, I mean, now since last year, the National Defense Academy has also thrown open its doors for the girls. So immediately after 10+2, in case if you have done with physics and maths, you can join through National Defense Academy and you can become a pilot in Indian Air Force. Age requirement is 16.5 to 19.5 years of age. And if you are, if you have crossed that limit, you are pursuing your graduation. So even after graduation, you can join in through Air Force Common Admission Test or through CDSE. Ma'am, does that clears your doubt?
Thank you, sir. It's clear, sir.
Yes. Okay, I can see in the messages one Meera has asked this question, ki, sir, what is the minimum height to join Indian Air Force for a girl? The minimum height requirement is 152.5 centimeters. Meera, is it clear? 152.5 centimeters. Please do not keep any queries or doubts in your mind. Let it be however silly it is. Please ask. We are here to clear your doubts and queries.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please tell me.
Sir, it is essential to go to some training like
you basically want to ask whether before to pass the exams of Indian Air Force, you require to do any training or not?
Yes, sir.
Is that your question? Okay. So see, I will tell you, as you know, the saying goes, luck favors the prepared mind. But I will never, I will not tell you to undergo any kind of training. It is not required actually. Once if you have, a normal basic physical requirements met, you are doing basic regular exercises for your body, and you have studied your 10th and 12th normally, then you will be able to pass. However, for your better to be better prepared, if you want to undergo any kind of training, it is totally up to you. Is that clear?
Thank you, sir. But the academic level, we need any types of, like, for adaptability?
See, actually speaking, no special training or no special course is required. If you have studied your 10th and 12th well, you will be able to pass the exam. But as I have told you, in case if you want to be better prepared, you have to, in case if you find that you are lacking somewhere, you can undergo a training. That is totally up to you. Though it is actually not required.
Okay, sir, it's clear.
Yes, yeah, somebody has asked this question. Meera has only asked that if there is any entry in Indian Air Force like technical entry scheme. So TES is right now not available, not applicable in Indian Air Force. It is for Army. Is it clear, Meera?
Sir, may?
Yes, please ask me.
What are the career prospects for a student without +2 science in Air Force?
You are asking for a girl or a boy?
For a girl.
For a girl, actually, +2, if you are not having science, the career prospects are not there, because for right now, for girls, you can join only as an officer, not as an airman. So for officer, the basic requirement is for NDA, that is +2. The basic requirement is physics and maths. And even after +2, if you want to become a pilot, after graduation also, you have to have a physics and maths at +2. In case if you want to become a pilot, in case you want to join IAF as as a non-technical officer, ground duties branch officer in non-technical stream. So you can if you do not have science background, then also it is okay. But for that, graduation is must.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Now, Ardhara PS has asked me one question on messages, that is there any exam for girls after +2 with high scores? See, Air Force, there is this exam, National Defense Academy, that high score wala thing will not come in that. If you are aspiring to join Indian Air Force, the one mode of entry available is National Defense Academy. Meera has asked me another question. Sir, my height is 149 centimeter. Can I join in Defense Forces? Meera, Air Force, the basic requirement is 152.5 centimeters. So I'm afraid that for Air Force, you will not be cleared.
Sir?
Yes.
What are the career proposals for a +2 commerce boy?
Please repeat your question.
What are the career prospects for a +2 commerce boy?
+2 commerce boy. Okay. See, I've told you, +2 commerce boy can join Indian Air Force as an airman, and you have to apply for the examination, complete the online testing. Thereafter, phase 2 testing. I have already covered those details for you. The websites I have also covered for you. Go through those websites. Complete details are available. And the requirement is for joining as an airman is same if you are a commerce, done your +2 in commerce or science or in any other stream. Now, once you complete your graduation, then you can join Indian Air Force in the accounts branch after completion of graduation. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Aishwarya has asked this question. How can a girl be a fighter pilot? I've already answered this question that you can join if you are a +2. You can join through National Defense Academy. If you are a graduate, you can join through Combined Defense Services examination and be a pilot in Indian Air Force. In case if you are a special, if you have a NCC certificate from NCC Air Wing, then you can join through also through the NCC special entry scheme.
So, when the exam starts?
When the exam starts.
What is your name? Who is asking this question?
Muhammad Ramis.
Okay.
I'm in
What is your question? Please repeat.
When the exam starts?
When the exam starts. For which type of entry?
Pilot.
Okay, I have already covered that the advertisements are given in the month, various different months for different type of entries. Please go through the website, you will get the complete detail. For different type of entries, there are the advertisements are given in different type of months. So it will depend on which type of entry you're looking at. But generally, it is given twice in a year. So you should regularly visit the websites which I have already told, and also go through the newspapers. In the national dailies, the advertisements are given.
Oh, okay.
Any more questions, please ask. If you have any doubts, any queries, please ask.
Sir, one question on NCC special entry.
Yes. Yes, please ask your question.
There is a question in chat box about NCC special entry. NCC special entry, sir.
I can't see that question. Okay, I'll just go through the chat box once again. Okay, generally I don't get the question, but then still I will answer this question. NCC special entry scheme. It is basically for the NCC cadets. In case if you are a NCC C certificate from NCC Air Wing, then you can join Indian Air Force through NCC special entry scheme. You are given special marks for it. In case if you are if you want to join Indian Air Force as an airman, and and if you have NCC A certificate, you get special bonus additional marks, total 3. If you have a B certificate, total 4 marks, and for C certificate, it will give you 5 marks. Okay, there is somebody who has asked this. Devika has asked this. No, sorry. Some S5436 has asked this question. Is all recruitment based on examinations? Yes, all the recruitments are based on examinations only. However, in case if you are an outstanding sportsman, like and you have represented the country at national level or international level, then there will be special type of entry and you will be picked up, and you can join Indian Air Force through the sports entry scheme. Otherwise, all other examinations, all other recruitments are based on examinations. Now, Devika has asked this question, way to become fighter pilot after +2. I've already answered this question, that for becoming a fighter pilot after +2, Devika, I'm sure, it is a girl who has asked this question. So you can join Indian Air Force through National Defense Academy. Your qualification requirement is, age requirement is 16.5 to 19.5. And the qualification requirement is 10+2 with physics and maths. So you can join through National Defense Academy after +2 to become a fighter pilot. Does that answer your question, Devika?
Sir,
Yes.
is medical test is tough?
I didn't get your question. Please repeat the question.
Medical test
Yes.
is very tough.
No, I will not say tough. The medical test is not that tough. As I've already told for you. See, it depends on which stream or what do you want to become. For pilot, it is tough. For the other branches and for becoming an airman, it is not that tough. You should be a normal medically fit to become a soldier. However, for becoming a pilot, it is uh, slightly tough. Now, somebody has asked, Adya has asked this question, is there any physical test for girls? I told you that for girls, to join Indian Air Force, you can become an officer. And for becoming an officer, clearing of services selection board, that is Air Force AFSB, Air Force Selection Board is the only requirement. And whatever small amount of physicals is done at the SSB only. There is no other physical test. And the physical tests which are done at the AFSB are very basic, very minimum requirement. Arda has asked one more question. What are the procedures after when we join NDA after +2? Procedure means you want to ask me kind of training? Arda, your question is not very clear. You have asked what are the procedures after we join NDA after +2. So after you join NDA, there will be training for you for 3 years at National Defense Academy. Once you successfully complete your training, you come to the Air Force Academy for another round of training in the flying branch for for close to 1 year, and thereafter you become a pilot.
Sir,
yes.
If a person is selected as a short service commission, he will get allowances and pension.
No, for short service commission, in case if you, if you are to leave the service after 10 years, you do not get pension because the basic requirement, the government of India has mandated that you have to complete minimum 15 years of service to be eligible for pension. So for short service commission, in case if you leave service after 10 years, you do not get pension. However, other privileges are available to you. But I must tell you, short service commission officers, they are, if you want to continue further in service and you are found fit medically also and professionally also, if you are found fit, you get permanent commission. Now somebody has asked, yes, does that answer your question? Now somebody has asked, what is the minimum height required? So I've already told you minimum height requirement for Indian Air Force is 152.5 centimeter. More questions, please. Okay, Ashish has asked this question, after +2 or after graduation is the best way to join as fighter pilot. Ashish, both are both are good ways of joining Indian Air Force. +2, after +2 you can join through National Defense Academy, and after graduation you can join through CDSC or AFCAT or NCC Special Entry Scheme. There are various modes. So both the ways are good. Any more questions, please? Wait. Now, Anaga has asked this question, sir. Minimum weight for joining the IAF. The weight depends on your height. There is a weight and height chart. As per that, it will be checked whether you are fit, medically fit to join IAF. However, there is no minimum weight requirement. It is the weight varies as per your height. It depends on your height. What is your height? Ardra has asked this question: how to get admission in NDA? How can we apply? Ardra, from your name, I mean, are you a girl or a boy? I think you're a girl. If you're a girl, right? Why?
She's a girl.
Yeah. So Adra, you have answered. You are a girl. That's why. How to get admission in NDA? How can we apply? So. After +2, in case you have done your +2 with physics and maths, you can write the examination of National Defense Academy. The advertisements are given twice in a year, and thereafter, once you write the examination, you pass, you complete the SSB, you complete the physical and medical requirements, and you go for training in National Defense Academy. More questions, please. Okay, Devika has asked, what about the fees? Fees, per se, you want to ask for NDA? Which है भाई fees NDA? Devika has asked this question. What about the fees? See, for defense forces, the fees will be bare minimum, very, very less. It will be approximately rupees 250 or 200. And maybe for girls, I'm not very sure. I will check it again. It may be waived off. I'm not sure, but however, it will be very, very less.
Okay, sir.
And now Alina has asked this question. What is the procedure of NDA? Alina, I've already covered this question.
So how NDA exams are conducted?
Sorry?
How NDA exams are conducted?
Again, same. NDA examinations are conducted by the Union Public Service Commission, UPSC. They conduct the written examination, and after you clear the written examination, then you are put through to a Airforce Selection Board, that is SSB. It is a 5-day test in which various type of tests are there. Psychological tests are there. Certain group tasks are there. So some kind of military kind of training, planning activities are there. Interview is there. So there are various type of tests. I had shown a slide on that. And once you clear all those tests, and then you are called up for the medical test. And once you clear the medical test, you are cleared for. There will also be a merit list which will be prepared, and based on the number of vacancies, if you make it to the merit list, you are called up for training.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Meera has asked this question: is there any relaxation for heights? Meera, I told you the minimum height requirement is 152.5 centimeter, and if you are above that, there is no problem. In case if you are below it, the height requirement is relaxed only for the domicile. If you are a Gorkha or you hail from Nepal, then only the height relaxation is given. Otherwise, for other parts of the country, there is no height relaxation. Now, Akhil has asked this question: तो चार्ट रखा है क्या? हाइट वेट चार्ट रखा है? हाइट वेट चार्ट 170 सेंटीमीटर. Akhil has asked this question, sir. My height is 170 centimeter. What is the required weight needed? Akhil, right now in my hand, I do not have that height and weight chart. However, you can go through the website. You will get the complete details, and it will also depend on your age.
Okay, sir.
Now somebody has asked this question again, should we need an extra coaching for the examination? I have already answered this question. Somebody had asked. I told you that extra coaching per se from the Airforce side, I must tell you that no extra coaching is required. However, from your side, your personal side, in case if you want to be prepared well, and right now you find that you are not prepared very well, then you can from your side you can go for a extra coaching or otherwise. From Airforce side, actually it is not required.
Age 20.
Okay. I have got this answer, Akhil, for your question. My height 170 centimeter. For age 20, how much? For age 20 and height 170 centimeter, the weight requirement is 56 to 58 kgs. Akhil, clear?
Yes, thank you, sir.
Yes, more questions, please. More questions, please.
Sir, I think you have cleared all their doubts.
Yes, there is one more question. Anaga has asked, sir, we can take any degree courses for joining IAF? Yes, Anaga, I have told you that after completion of your graduation, there are so many modes of entry into the Indian Air Force, like CDSE, Air Force Common Admission Test, NCC Special Entry Scheme. And depending on your qualification, in case if you are a science graduate, you can become a pilot or any other ground duty officer also. In case if you're a commerce graduate, you can join Indian Air Force in any ground duties branch, any other branch, or specifically accounts branch also. So there are various modes of entry. Go through the website, you'll get the complete details. Any more questions? See, Devika has asked one more question. Minimum mark for passing ND exam for fighter pilot. See, Devika, you should be. There is no requirement of any minimum marks. You should be up. You should have completed your +2 with physics and maths. Yes. However, in case if you have scored well, then you will fare well in the merit list, which will be prepared by UPSC based on your +2 marks and also the ND exam. So you will be, well above you should be well above the merit requirement. Okay. Now Rizwan has asked this question: which book prefer to better study X and Y group? Rizwan, I've already told you X group is for the technical trades and Y group is for the non-technical trades. So, there is no other special book requirement for reading. The basic requirement is of your course of 10th, 11th, and 12th should be clear to you, and I think you should pass the exam fairly well. However, there are various competitive exam books available for becoming an airman in the market. You can, I mean, as per you, it's totally up to you. You can buy any of those books and prepare.
Sir, in ND exam, general knowledge is there.
Yes, general knowledge is there.
What are the topics I need to study about general knowledge?
See, all the kinds of topics are covered. You have to go through the syllabus for the National Defense Academy. It will be clear to you. Offhand, I will not be able to tell you, answer this question. However, generally, I'll tell you the basic course of 10th, 11th, and 12th, and the general knowledge, general awareness of the what is going around in the world. That is only required.
Okay, sir.
Thanks to you, Abdul. Any more questions? So I can see there are no more questions coming, and if I have been able, me and my team have been able to clear your doubts, and we have been able to motivate you or make you aware of the opportunities available. Can I get a yes IAF, YES, yes IAF from all of you on your message board, on your chat board? Yes IAF. Can I get that? Yes IAF. Yes, thank you. Atulya, Anaga. Yes, I'm waiting for more. Please write in case if you are, you think that we have been able to make you aware of the career opportunities and you are happy, please write yes IAF. Thank you, Abdul. Thank you, Alina. Okay, thanks to all of you. And on behalf of the full team of 14 Airmen Selection Center, I must appreciate this welcome step taken by the government of Kerala and especially the CGAC. I must appreciate this, and I'm sure with these initiatives, the youth of Kerala will definitely be more aware of the career opportunities which are available in Indian Air Force. And one more thing which nobody has asked, I must, utilizing your platform, I must make it clear to all the parents, all the teachers, all the students who are available on this platform that IAF examinations, Indian Air Force examinations are completely and fully fair. There is no malpractice. There are no middlemen here. So you need not pay even a single rupee to anyone. You need not pay even a single rupee to anyone to get selected to become to join the Indian Air Force. In case if anyone has asked you any kind of any money, please beware that he's a cheat. Your money will go down the drain. No, not even a single rupee is required to be paid to anyone. Please spread this message across even to your friends and relatives that no money is required to be paid to anyone. The Indian Air Force examinations are completely fair. There is no malpractice. There is no possibility of any malpractice in the examinations which are conducted in a completely fair manner. And in case if you have got your doubts cleared, I request that you must spread the message around to your friends, relatives, and all the colleagues or anybody all across Kerala, that to utilize this opportunity to join the Indian Air Force, because in the last few years, Keralites, there is a declining trend of Keralites joining the Indian Air Force. However, Kerala is a 100% literate state, so we think that more number of Keralites should be joining the Indian Air Force.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. A few words. Thanks.
Once again, thanks for from my full team of 14 Airman Selection Center at Kakanad, Kochi, to all of you who have taken pains to conduct this type of program for the students. And thanks to all the students and parents and teachers who have found time to attend this. Thank you very much.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Today my words are not enough to express the gratitude for a detailed session we have been here on careers in Indian Air Force. On behalf of CGAC State Cell, I would like to thank our Chief Guest, Wing Commander Anand Dubey sir, who graced us with his inspiring and informative talk, which will definitely help our students to get a complete picture about careers in Air Force. I appreciate your patience and readiness to answer all the questions they have raised. The session started at 4 p.m. and lasted till now. I will.
Thanks to the full team of CGAC, and please convey my sincere thanks to the Director of Education also.
Definitely, sir. I would also like to express our gratitude to Corporal Sherin sir for providing all support to conduct this webinar. I would like to thank our beloved state coordinator, Dr. Asim sir, who organized this program for us. I thank all the career guides, teachers, and students for showing their interest in this program. Thank you all. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Jai Hind.